Listen, 2026 won't be another bull run. It's the year crypto graduates when global finance, AI, and blockchain finally collide. And the projects I'm about to show you, these aren't hype. They're the ones with real catalysts, real adoption, and real explosive potential. But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, because everything you're about to learn will put you months ahead of the market, and I'm dropping breakdowns like this every week. Alright, let's begin. So you're gonna hear me say this a lot. The Great Convergence. What is it? Well, picture this. It's the moment when three unstoppable forces smash into each other. You've got the trillions of dollars in global finance, the crazy fast intelligence of AI, and the secure trustless foundation of blockchain. This isn't some far-off dream. It's happening right now. Okay? So before we kick off the countdown, let's get one thing straight. This list isn't about hype or chasing the next shiny object. It's built on deep fundamentals, real-world catalysts we can actually point to, and the trends we're seeing from the biggest institutions. So, you know the drill. This is not financial advice. We're not predicting prices. What we are doing is showing you the projects that we think are becoming the new digital infrastructure of tomorrow. Let's get to it. Kicking us off at number 10 is the project that's literally building the bedrock for thousands of new blockchains to be born, and that project is Celestia. The easiest way to think about it. It's like the Amazon Web Services for crypto. It does one job, and it does it incredibly well, providing super cheap and scalable data storage. Its big catalyst for 2026 is a monster scaling upgrade to 1 GB blocks. Why does that matter? Because it's going to power a whole new universe of specialized blockchains. Now, the main risk is kind of ironic. Its own success could mean data gets so cheap that the network fees are too low to capture a ton of value. Alright, coming in hot at number 9. We've got the blockchain engineered from scratch for pure unadulterated speed, and it's got its eyes locked on the world of gaming Mitsui. Its secret sauce is a design that lets it process a ton of transactions all at the same time, which is an absolute game changer for complex digital assets you'd find in, say, a video game. The catalyst that's going to blow this up in 2026 is something called Programmable P2P tunnels. All you need to know is it enables interactions with zero lag. Totally instant. This unlocks true real-time gaming on-chain. But the main risk you gotta watch is the significant token unlocks, which could create some serious selling pressure at number 8. We have the chain that's not just trying to be a little bit faster, it's gunning for the speed of the entire internet. As we know it, of course, we're talking about Solana. It's what's called a monolithic chain, meaning it does everything on one ridiculously fast layer. Its 2026 catalyst has a name that says it all. Firedancer. It's a brand new piece of software that's aiming for a mind-bending 1 million transactions per second. This is what it takes to get Web 2 scale apps. The apps you use every day to run fully on a blockchain. But that incredible ambition comes with its biggest risk. Its whole reputation is built on speed. So any hiccups with network reliability under that kind of pressure would be a huge problem. Number 7. This is the project holding the key to finally waking up the largest, sleepiest giants in all of crypto Bitcoin itself. And that key is Stacks. Just look at this. Before Stacks, Bitcoin was basically a $1 trillion asset just sitting there. But with Stacks, it transforms into an active asset that can earn yield and be used in smart contracts. The catalyst making this all happen is the Nakamoto upgrade, which introduces sBTC, a totally trustless way to plug real Bitcoin into this new financial world. It's a complete paradigm shift. The main risk here, the race is on. A ton of new Bitcoin Layer 2s are popping up, and Stacks could lose its leading position to all that new competition. Sliding in at number 6. This is the project building the fully regulated compliant on-ramp for Wall Street's trillions to finally pour into crypto. This is Ondo Finance. What it does is bring things that Wall Street understands, like US Treasury bonds, and puts them on the blockchain as tokens. The huge catalyst for 2026 is its massive global expansion, which is happening right after it got a huge regulatory green light from the SEC. So why does this matter? It's the safe, compliant bridge for the big money. The main risk, though, is that its products are tied to the real world, which means it's super sensitive to whatever the Federal Reserve decides to do with interest rates. Alright? Halfway home at number 5. This is the engine that's gonna power the new multi-trillion-dollar interest rate market. All of it on chain. Let's talk about Pendle. Now this one's a little complex. But it's genius. It takes any asset that earns a yield and splits it into two parts. This lets one person lock in a guaranteed fixed return, while another person can bet on where that yield is gonna go. For 2026, its catalyst is the launch of Citadels. These are special permissioned pools, built just for institutional clients to manage their risk. And that complexity leads us right to its main risk, which is a big one. The chance that regulators look at this and call it an unregistered derivatives platform, that would be a major hurdle. Number 4. We have the universal translator for the entire world of money, connecting every single blockchain to every single bank. Who else could it be but Chainlink? I mean, this quote really says it all. It's already the industry standard for getting real-world data onto the blockchain, but its 2026 catalyst is on another level. The full production rollout of its partnership with Swift. You know, the network that connects basically every bank on the planet. This isn't just a big deal. It positions Chainlink to be the core settlement layer for all of global finance. But its biggest strength is also its main risk. It's totally dependent on these massive, slow-moving institutions actually adopting the tech. And that bureaucratic friction is its biggest bottleneck, breaking into the top 3. We are now officially entering the AI revolution, and this project is building the permanent, undeletable memory for all of artificial intelligence. This is Arweave. Now, it started as just a way to store data forever, but it's leveled up into something insane called AO, which is basically a supercomputer built on top. This lets AI agents and complex apps actually live and run on the blockchain permanently. The catalyst for 2026 is when this AO network hits full maturity. The risk. It's a brand new way of thinking about computing. So the biggest challenge is getting developers to actually adopt this new paradigm. Our runner-up at number 2 is the decentralized answer to the massive global shortage of AI computing power. And that is Render. This chart right here tells the whole story. The demand for AI computing power is just vertical, right? But the supply from the big guys is limited and crazy expensive. Render fixes this by creating a global decentralized marketplace for all that GPU power. Its 2026 catalyst is the exploding demand for what's called real-time AI inference, which is just a fancy way of saying actually using AI models, and Render's network is tailor-made for it. The network's one big risk is a hardware mismatch. While it's perfect for using AI, its distributed nature is less ideal for the really heavy-duty work of training the initial AI models from scratch. And here we are at number 1. This isn't just another crypto AI project. This is the Bitcoin of AI, a decentralized marketplace for intelligence itself. This is Bittensor. Now get your head around this concept. It's not a single AI. It's a massive network where thousands of AI models all compete with each other in specialized fields called subnets. The best performing models get rewarded, creating a system where pure intelligence is the product, and its 2026 catalyst is an absolute monster. 1-2 punch, a supply shock from its own version of the Bitcoin halving, plus the launch of Dynamic TIO, which is going to create an entire economy around the best AI models. But its number 1 challenge is also its greatest risk, making sure the intelligence is actually good in a marketplace like this. The old saying has never been truer. If you have garbage in, garbage out, the whole system could fail. So there you have it. These are not random altcoins. As you can see, every single one has a clear advantage, a moat, and a killer feature that's set to ignite. By 2026, these are the pipes, the rails, the foundational blocks of the next revolution in finance. And AI, look, 2026 isn't going to reward hype. It's going to reward infrastructure and the 10 projects we just covered. They are sitting right in the eye of the storm at the very center of the Great Convergence. If you want to go deeper on any one of these, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because we are just getting started.